going on, guys? We're back at it today. I want to talk to all of my homeowners about something we call dual agency. You see, when you and I partner together to list your property, part of my job is to make sure your property stands out amongst the crowd. We're going to shine it up really nice. We're going to take those pictures I talked about. Because of this, and because of my master marketing plan, what we're going to do is we're going to attract eyes from all over the country, not just here in Maricopa County. I'm talking California, Texas, Maine, New York, North Dakota, South Dakota, and I'm speaking from experience. Some of my other listings that sold this past year, I got calls from all over the country, which is just confirmation for you as the homeowner that I'm the right person to work with. Now, when this happens, occasionally I'll get a call from somebody who does not have an agent, and that particular buyer wants to purchase your property. And because this individual does not have a realtor, what I can do is actually work on their behalf. That's right, I can work for both you and for the buyer that's coming in wanting to purchase your property. Here in Arizona, we call this dual agency. This is something that is not often practiced because I would say about 90% of the buyers in the marketplace right now have a realtor. But on those rare occasions where a buyer comes unrepresented, they will ask me, hey, I know you're the listing agent. Can you write an offer for us? Can you talk to the seller for us and let them know that we're interested in their property? And that is actually 100% legal to do in Arizona. There's a couple things that I'll talk about that we will have to make sure are in place. But if somebody comes by, which is likely when you're working with me, and they don't have a realtor, they saw it online or drove by the house or another platform of marketing that I use, they'll want to buy your property as well. So I would say the biggest tips I can give you is when you are entering into dual agency, make sure that everything is in writing. This is actually a legal step that we do have to take in Arizona to make sure all parties are informed. The sellers want to be disclosed to that I am, as the agent, am working on behalf of the buyers, and vice versa. The buyers are also going to know that I'm working on the sellers' behalf as well. So the reason why this isn't too common is because the listing agent, me, is going to have to be more of a neutral party in this situation. As difficult as some of these situations may become, my job as a listing agent is to stay neutral, not to give any information from the seller's behalf or on the buyer's behalf that could help any party gain any kind of advantage over the other. Again, my job is just to disclose what the seller tells me to the buyer and the buyer discloses to the seller. If for any reason you find yourself in this situation and you feel like the realtor is not being a neutral party, I would highly recommend bringing in a second agent in order to make sure that the agents can communicate as opposed to you acting as that one party to talk to the seller and the buyer. Again, it can get a little sticky, but it is something that can happen. So make sure that everything is in writing, fully disclosed. And if you're in this situation as well, where there's one agent involved, disclosure is even more important. Yes, when we're selling our property, we want to make sure that we're talking about anything and everything that is a material fact that would cause the buyer to make a decision for the better or for the worse, whether they want to buy that house or not. Could be determined on some of these facts and material facts that you do disclose. So disclosure is everything. Have everything in writing. And also make sure that you are working with an agent that you trust as being a neutral party in the transaction. Again, although this individual is acting as the listing agent, he is now acting as the buyer's agent as well. So both parties' best interests have to be at the forefront of this agent's mind. So again, making sure that that person is neutral during the entire transaction is also very important. So again, during dual agency, you and I will work together with the buyer and we can put a deal together in most instances. Now, if this happens to you, If you have yourself somebody who wants to buy your property and your house is not on the market, somebody just knocked on your door or gave you a call and said, hey, I want to sell my house, give me a call. 480-235-0617. You don't always have to list the property in order to get a good, solid offer for your house. One of my favorite sayings in real estate is everything is for sale for the right price, right? So if you are contemplating selling, if you got into a dual agency situation, or somebody is attempting to make an offer on your property, give me a call, 480-235-0617. But again, when you and I partner together to list your property, this is something that will happen. I will expose your property to everybody out there in the country, and we will get calls from all over the place, and sometimes these buyers don't have agents. In that time, you and I will discuss, is this the best option for me to be the neutral third party? If not, I will bring in an agent to help us with the transaction, and we can make sure everybody has peace of mind that they are being represented the best way. Again, anything in the world I can do, 480-235-0617. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. See you soon.